probably goes without saying that I am drunk right now. Okay, I'm not really drunk, but I am unemployed. But being unemployed, it has its perks. I can wake up every day and I can have my dream breakfast every day. A pound of bacon and a whole can of cinnamon rolls. Say it with me. If you knew how much I love Lucy and Andy Griffith I've seen in my life, you'd be surprised when I tell you that I've actually seen episodes that I've never seen before. Right now, I get to train my cat to use the toilet instead of the litter box. That's a lot of fun. And I figured out the Price is Right. I figured out the Price is Right. If I ever get on the Price is Right, that first item up for bid, I'd be exact. I'd win a car, or I'd get $50,000 on Plinko. On the big wheel, I'd hit $1. I'd win both of the showcase showdowns. And as I ran to the Corvette, I just want you to get to witness one of the most goofy, frantic displays in the history of the Price is Right. Does everybody here know Skype? Everybody use Skype or know what Skype is? Yeah, you get to, it's video chatting on your computer or your smartphone. I really like Skype a lot. I have a 10-month-old daughter, and it's good to Skype with family who lives far away. But what I like best about Skype is I like its babysitting feature. My wife and I, we can strap our daughter in her high chair, and we adjust the laptop and the camera so that whoever we're Skyping with can see our daughter. Then my wife and I, we can head out and go drink some beers. Now, we leave our daughter some snacks and some toys to play with, and if she gets real upset, our Skype babysitter is supposed to give us a call. When I prepare for open mic here, I usually run my material through my wife. Last time I was up here, I had a bit that didn't quite hit, believe it or not. But after the show, I was talking to my wife about the bit, and we were talking about how it didn't quite hit, and it was then that she decided to tell me, "Yeah, I never really thought that was very funny." Thanks, honey. Anybody here a little OCD? I'm a little OCD. If you are, you'll be able to relate to this. My wife knows I'm a little OCD, and I have these quirks, but I try to keep some of my quirks from her. But she called me the other day on one of my quirks. I was rotating the silverware. I like to put the clean silverware behind the silverware so that every piece, gets the same amount of wear on it. This is normal to me. To my wife, well, not so much. I like to sift my cereal. When you get to the bottom of a cereal box, towards the bottom, the cereal's powdery and got a bunch of crumbs. That just doesn't make for a good bite of cereal. So what I like to do is I like to pour my cereal in a strainer and sift out those crumbs. Those two things, they're only normal, right? I mean, is it just me, or is my wife the weird one? Like I said earlier, I have a 10-month-old daughter. I love putting her on my shoulders. And she really likes being there, and she really has a good time sculpting my hair with her drool. But she's like a baby Godzilla. But she's just crawling. She doesn't crawl around her toys, She crawls over them, and it's like she never sits on the floor. She's always sitting on her toys. And with my OCD, I'm always trying to clean up the toys that my daughter's not playing with. But when she sees that, little baby Godzilla comes over and wrecks everything. She's throwing books over her shoulder. She's throwing balls around. She's just generally wreaking havoc on her little toy society. And I love that little girl. She's a super girl. The funniest thing she does is we got these called Mega Blocks. They're like big Legos. And whenever we pull these out, the first thing she finds is that Lego person. She looks at it, and she shoves it in her mouth head first, and the only thing sticking out of her mouth is two little Lego feet. So tonight, my dad's here from Centerville, a friend of his, and my uncle. Thanks, guys, for coming out here. But my mom, she couldn't quite make it. It's too late. She's got to work tomorrow. I would like to thank my mom, though. She's watching my daughter. Last thing I did before I left the house tonight was I set up Skype. That's my time. Thank you.
All right, let's keep this going. This next guy's a regular.